It looks at stuff like we're still waiting. Okay, most of these are stone houses, so I'm gonna let those get built. Let's get another blacksmith going because I don't. This tool situation is it's steadily going up, and I think a second one is going to help out. And we're also our log situation isn't all that great, and I'm wondering if we need more vendors. Well, I don't know. Because that's all the stored logs. It might be, how are we on foresters? We could use some more foresters. That's one of the issues. Um, but yeah, I might need a third foresting lodge. I'm thinking I'm going to put it kind of up in here. It's closer to town than it would be if I built it, say, way down this way. So this area is going to be kind of frontier land for quite some time. It might end up being where we put in some farmland and like a market and stuff. So something to keep in mind. A couple old age deaths. Our food is still not doing so hot. Yeah, I think we really do need to get on a gather and all that jazz. Crushed by rock. That's a painful little death. Well, just honestly, we need our population to start growing again too. So, I think part of the reason why food hasn't recovered, despite, let's see, if we put this in, it's making a good amount, but if you look, we have a pretty massive tool situation on our hands, and I think it's lack of iron. Yeah, it's frustrating. Like the mine, when you don't have a lot of people working the mine, and when the people are uneducated, they're slow to pull iron out of it. Like, we're getting a slow trickle, but not enough to really solve the tool problem. Now, maybe as I keep adding more miners to that task, it can get us caught up, but I'm thinking we want to actually just sort of send a labor or two out and have them clear that iron. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, just to get us caught up on it. It'll be kind of a slow process. It'll almost be faster if I put in a second bridge here. Might, actually, yeah, we get some iron here too. Let's scoop it up. Might as well, it's right there. So, but slowly but surely we're going to get, oh, I forgot, we got down here as well. Let's, yeah. I don't want to be I don't want them to have to travel too far away to get all that, but you know, getting a little bit of iron income would be pretty useful. And it kind of comes down to we have to wait for some things to get finished up. Like we're low on iron partially because it's kind of going towards these houses, but I do want to build those houses. Well, yeah, it's looking. Let's. This one has iron in it. We'll keep it. This one, no. Let's delay that. Just kind of go around and. Okay, 10 10, getting built, good. Getting built, nice. Okay. This one, okay, that's fine because it's just stone. Just to kind of like get us caught back up in iron. Does this need iron? It does. It needs quite a bit, so. Gonna have to wait a bit on it. I think though, like we're starting to get some more laborers. Let's help them out a bit. Let's get stockpile going. Just a 3. It doesn't have to be huge. My food's still an issue. Let's get going on a gathering lodge out here. Forester. Okay, maybe like that, and we'll turn up and over just a bit. I think that'll be good. Let's do it. Okay. Get going on him and get some gatherers huts too. Just because our food situation isn't looking all that great. And I don't want to have like another situation where because of the tools we run out of food. So I'm pretty desperate to actually get going on that. Okay. And also, what else can we crank up? I'm tempted to put in like 2 more vendors. Well, ultimately you want 12 of them, but that will help spread resources around, which might help, say, keep us in logs. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So, and let's go ahead and get our stockpile and all that. Just a little 5x5. It doesn't have to be huge. Honestly, it could probably be even smaller than that if you have enough vendors. I kind of gravitated towards. I like the whole odd number by equivalent number of odd number. I think they have like a nice look to them. So it's kind of odd quirk. Okay, so let's get. And see, our food kind of is bouncing back and forth between highs and lows, but I'd like to actually. Let's put in a little space and have like a road here and a road here, just for the gatherers to walk around on. Let's see, if I pin this, I can actually stretch the road out to the boundary, so I think that's a good idea, because that way they can actually just use this road to reach some of the trees faster, and it does seem to make a difference, so little tip there. Let's get going on the gather. Gather. Because it gets them back to the storage just slightly faster. And that's always handy. So storage. We'll put the storage barn actually behind the gather. Kind of vary it up a bit. Like so. And even have like an extra little road behind it. We'll stretch that out to the limit, and maybe put in like a couple houses and have the hunting lodge here, and then actually we'll just do kind of like that. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. I'll give them kind of a wide spread for roads that they can travel along and kind of like find their way. So that'll be nice. Let's see. Yeah, food kind of it's a little bouncy right now, and I want to be more guaranteed. So let's get a hunting lodge and all that up. And lots of homes. I also need to start upgrading houses, but we'll wait until we have the boarding house complete, because that'll just streamline things. I think that should be enough houses. We'll hold off on building more out there until we know for sure. How are we? We're still okay. Now we have the iron coming in from this. It looks like our tools are getting made. Now I am a little bit behind on the tools, since we kind of let it suffer for a while and fall behind. It might be worth just kind of adding in a third blacksmith and letting it run for a bit, just to sort of shore up our supply of tools. I'll put one in here maybe. That might be worth it. Well, let's see. I kind of like to do like a blacksmith and maybe some houses. Blacksmith here. Yeah, he won't quite. If the well, maybe take the well out. Nah, I like the well. If I rotate and put him like that, that's not too bad. I mean, if I put him in like that, and then, okay, we got 2 blacksmiths. Okay, good. We'll get a third one going though, just to shore things up. I think the number of tools we need are dropping, but honestly, we're approaching the 100 mark, so we're gonna need it eventually anyway. And I can always turn it off after it's built. So if we don't want to waste the labor or whatever on it, let's get some more miners going and some more stone cutters. Our food is okay. Wow, we got a lot of building backlogged. I guess it's all these houses and things. Still kind of waiting on stone and stuff. So let's go easy on the building for a minute. Let's see. Maybe put. Yeah, I was thinking like a house there and maybe in there. Let's pause these. just to, you know, a little bit of variation, variety, and we can have like extra streets going around them. So, kind of like that, around and through them. And that way, you know, people can cut corners it'll be faster for them. So that's fine. It's looking pretty nice. I'm liking our progress here. I'd like to get the boarding house open. Actually, this is more a priority over the boarding house. I'm gonna unlock it, and it's just gonna, you know, stuff will start trickling in and get done eventually. So, especially if we keep cranking up the miners and the stone cutters, and tuning down the builders. This is nice. We're starting to get a good little pile here, so that's what we're looking for. And they're still clearing this too, so sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. You have to step back and let the population grow and fill in jobs. So we are starting to hurt for food, though. We are starting to hurt for some food. Oh, this needs to get built. Let's see. I already got all the iron in there. Let's just let it run. This though, let's pause again. Because I need the, actually let's prioritize this, because the food situation, basically we're losing some food each year, but only a little bit. But you know, it's starting to chew into our actual food storage, and I don't like that. I want the food supply to be constantly going up. So yeah, we're gonna deal with that by just kind of prioritizing those buildings, get them in. So let's take a moment, do our paths, just to check on things. And yeah, this might be my last recording for a bit. It sounds like my throat's kind of so I know more. I'd like to shore that up a bit, maybe get another house in. Kind of just there. Can't quite fit one in there. Could get one in there though. Sure. And let's see, what else? Fishing hole. That's okay. That's good. Miner. See, we definitely need more homes kind of down in here, and just fill this up, because eventually I want like 30 people working it. So that's something to keep in mind. How's a forester? That we don't want to see at all. That's way too long a distance. So let's add in another house out here. Maybe kind of in proximity to the forester. And what other buildings out here? What else? Yeah, I think they're gonna need, let's see. It looks like they need at minimum 2 buildings, maybe even 3. So let's do that. Kind of like get our the little paths all worked out. So this guy should be fine, but you know, we can assume he's fine, or we can actually check. Who's living here? Okay, so basically this needs some more as well. So if we click on this, yeah, that's what happened. People got kicked out of there because they're working here. So let's add like 3 more homes around here. I think that should be enough. I'm tempted to do that, like 1, 2, and then a third this way. And just stretch a bit of road out. In fact, let's pin him. And let's stretch the road out so it goes all the way to the edge. That will help the gatherers a bit. Kind of like that. Okay. I think, I mean, we're definitely making progress. The food, it kind of goes up, it goes down, then it goes back up again. And we've almost maxed out our quarry and our stone cutter. Well, it's not maxed out. They can go up to 30. I'm not going to do that until we have educated, though, because then they'll be more efficient and we'll get a lot more out of them. So, basically, once we get once we get to, you know, the 300 or whatever, then we'll think about that. Yeah, these buildings need to get built, so let's crank up our builders to about 5, 6 even. Just because we're so behind, it's saying we need 44 of them, you know? Because this can be vital to maintain our good food. I'm also thinking, let's get the fisher in here. Yeah, I was seeing a little fishing dock kind of up here, you know, so it gets like that creek in there and all that. And that seems good. Let's do it. And figure out where. Now, we might lose some efficiency because of storage. Well, no, we can almost, yeah, we can fit the storage in there. Neat. Let's do it. And then, like, we can't fit a home in there, but what we'll do is have this come around and then just put the houses kind of on this edge. I think you need, for fishermen, 4 or 3 houses. Oop, I didn't quite want that. Oops. Cancel. I needed room for the road to go through, so let's do it kind of like that. Yeah. And we'll see. If I need another house, I'll check the paving once it's in. But yeah, this one, it's going actually way smoother than the other one, and I think part of that was me being maybe a little rusty and not quite paying attention to some things. Let's squeeze like a well in here, or maybe down here, just in case the boarding house catches fire. So, let's see, wells, town services. And how's our stone? Still pretty backlogged on stone, so do it like that. Looks kind of nice. And I don't think I'm going to put too much else in here. Maybe another house or 2. Actually, let's cancel this one, because I think I can fit a house. I don't think I can fit a house here. I think I can fit one there. So, right on the money. Yep. So we'll do that, and this can be where the well is. Just a little spot, and it spruces things up a bit. And let's pause it, because I definitely will build wells eventually, but we're hurting for some things. Food is getting worse and worse, actually. So let's get some more gatherers going. Just fill them out. Once the storage is built, let's prioritize that. That should make that gather a little better. Because, yeah, we're at the point where we're facing imminent starvation if we don't really get a handle on it fast. I'm going to pause this house because I don't think we need any more babbies. Let's pause all these houses. And yeah, it's more efficient, but right now people are having so many kids that they're kind of compromising our ability to get food. So I'll leave these 2 open because they're most remote. But gosh, these names! Look at that. A child named Bald was born. Who names their kid Bald? I mean, I guess Baldwin is a name. I've heard that before. The Baldwin brothers, you know. But I mean, seriously, who names their kid Bald? Okay, so the food it's kind of bouncy right now. You know, it seems like it goes down pretty badly. It could just be like storage just getting chewed up because it's filling up these new houses. So that could be the problem. I think we're still behind on tools though. Hopefully that gets built. We're starting to catch up on iron. That's nice to see. Especially with the multiple blacksmiths running. Logs, okay. So maybe the issue is we're not making enough logs? Well, with this forester in there, we do need more foresters. Let's crank it up let's just go as high as we can. Since we do have some more laborers coming in. Get going on some of this food. I want to see it steadily climbing. I don't want to see it sort of hanging out, you know? So steady climb is the goal. Almost have to put one in here, but I think it'll be too far away. I think this is kind of the maximum radius that you can get them in, that they'll actually be productive, at least until we upgrade this road to stone. And I don't want to do that just yet because we still need the stone for building these buildings, so I'm just gonna have to wait on it. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna call that an episode. We'll let this continue for a bit, maybe off camera again, just to get more labors going on. We're nearly we nearly have like the 15 out of 15. Now you can't crank this up to like 30. I'm not gonna do that immediately though. It's just kind of a stopgap measure, just to keep us a little, like, have a trickle of iron and stone coming in, so that we don't get stuck like we did last time. I'm feeling really confident though. I mean, look how nicely this is built out. And the other nice thing too is our starting area was nice, wide, and flat. So we didn't have to worry about running out of space for things. So I'm digging that. And our main little town center is looking all nice and set up. I do want to get to work on some of the happiness buildings, but because you see, we took a little bit of a cut because of this mine being so close to the houses, but and not, you know, honestly not much one. And we've already unlocked the happiness, you know, that happiness achievement. So we did in the last city. So I think I might fill this in a bit, just with some extra, just tidy it up with a little bit extra road, and then I'm gonna call it. So thanks for hanging out, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. You know, a well there would be really nice. Let's do that. Nice looking, you know, not practical, but nice looking. Anyway, let's call it. I think my throat needs a little bit of a break. So anyway, sayonara. Yep, did not pronounce that right at all. Sorry, that was halfway joking, but yeah, I think my throat needs a little bit of a rest. So I'm doing a lot of talking, a lot of recording. Anyway, appreciate you know, my audience, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. So anyway, you all have a good one.